every time I see this game, we've made a few videos on it, I just get more and more excited, and you should be too. What we are looking at is potentially the most exciting racing game in a long while. Welcome to Night Runners. We've been keeping tabs on this project for a while, but this is the demo and it should be available before the end of the year. Now, granted, it may get delayed. This is a small game. This is not a big studio AAA published game. And ultimately, this might actually be exciting me a little bit more than those big AAA games. Over here, we like to support the smaller studios, and honestly, it's clearly showing dividends here, friends. So this game, in case you haven't seen anything of it so far, is, well, Japan, cars, and that's it. It's properly in depth. We've got videos on customization. They've got videos of customization, but essentially this is your garage area. You can customize your car, but this is demonstrating the actual gameplay loop of the game. So exit the garage, and it shows us this cool little cutscene, which I really like. Shows you your car. Let's have a... Sounds decent, right? I will show you the skyline a little later because that sounds mega. But here we are, Japan. Tokyo Expressway is what it feels like. Map, everything feels like 90s old school Japan, and that's what they're going for with this game, and it really just properly shows. The highway, it kind of reminds me a little bit of that one Fast and Furious game that's actually good. There aren't many good Fast and Furious games, but it was the Tokyo Drift one, and there was actually less drifting than highway runs. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The Tokyo Expressway is the bit you want to see. But anyway, this is what we get going with. We have got ourselves the 180 flying down. We have got tunes banging, the directional arrow showing you the pinpoint location of where you're supposed to be going. Of course, we'll all have to learn this map. What it looks like is no mini map available. Again, this is early. There is a potential for things like that to change, but I've just noticed 120 frames. If only YouTube supported 120 frames. But anyway, it's showing you the pinpoint location. You drive to the location, you begin doing your races, flying through the Tokyo Expressway on oncoming traffic, I might add. This is one of the coolest moments. Fly through. You get fined as you fly through. That's so awesome. I love that. I've always wondered why racing games with speed cameras always give you money instead of taking money. Like, I understand that it's more fun to earn money from, but I think it would be kind of cool to have a more aggressive game, and that's where this game is going. That's the angle they're taking with this type of game. We see some proper the interior customization. We've got the dials and a phone, which kind of reminds me of Juiced. Change the song. I'm guessing that's the menu, essentially. Shouldn't be using your phone and driving, by the way. Very illegal. But essentially, we are making our way to a race event. And of course, we'll catch up with you once we get there. Alrighty. Now, if you've played on the Shotoko Revival map in Hesse servers or just in general on Assetto Corsa, this will kind of remind you. Also, I love that there's loading screens, but it loads so quick that I feel like you almost don't even need them. Everyone's face is blurred. G Company territory gives you an idea of the vibe of it. You've got everything's in yen, it would seem. And before the events take place, you walk around one of these meets. So these areas, they're kind of like services in Japan. Not quite the same as a British service. You know, you go to McDonald's. I never understood why it's like Pizza Express services. Sit-down restaurants, never understood it. Anyway, you can walk around and see what we got. We got some traffic cars, but also some racers here playing some tunes. Look at that S15. Sorry, not an S15. Pay attention here. There's your car, and of course you can use that to exit. But essentially, if you click on the car, you begin calling them and you will place a bet with them. You actually get like a muffled sound and interaction for the players. They insult you, piece of trash car, and they bet a wager. So it's gonna be like just a big competition. Jem rejects the offer. What are you gonna bet more? You gotta bet more. It shakes as they increase the bet there. I love that feature so much. And the license plates are blurred as well. The faces are blurred. Super cool detail, actually. Oh, we rejected the offer. He's a little bit scared. Totally understood. 11 million yen. I don't even know what that translates to. We're gonna have to learn a whole new currency and let the race begin. 3 million yen. Japanese boys about to do a big old race. That thing sounds awesome. It's not that car. It's very not. Promise you, completely from scratch cars. They are not what you think they are. They definitely built these, right? Anywho, the race begins. We've got a character ready to start it. And oh, a phone call incoming. An associate of mine has a lot of cash against you. Hello? Question mark will clear your remaining debt if you lose this race on purpose. That's pretty sus. You want me to lose the race? Should you lose the race? But you get more money if you win. Pretty intense. And go. Oh, he uses his like phone flashlight to start the race. Peel away. Straight ahead. Straight away. Could this race be yours? Should you throw away the race? Should you try? It's pretty cool. Reverse view looks awesome. You've got yourself the phone signal, which I'm guessing is the distance you have on this person. Because as the meters start to drop, the signal gets lost. Like, it's so sick. I cannot wait to see more about this game. It went a little bit pixely there. I still things we need to learn and understand. But is that based on how fast they were going? How far they were going? Is it about to crash? What's going on here? So much to learn. This is why we support tiny devs. They create the most exciting games because ultimately they have no creative restrictions on things. They don't have to pay big licensing fees because we want officially licensed cars for $60 versus probably like 20. But here's some more race gameplay that I didn't actually know was here. We've got an R34. Sorry. A Sanis. We got a Sanis. Don't know the model. I'm still learning cars. Right? And we're about to have another race. I wanted to show this one because the Skyline sound is incredible. And you know I'm going to be buying an R34. Every single game. Every single game. It's got to be the most popular car. Right? Pretty cool. So once again, the intense race is about to begin. Flashlight. Holy... You got smoked! Maybe it's a GTT. Why does it sound almost... In fact... better than 90% of AAA games? Why have they got the sound so right? When it sounds so like electronic-y, to me they've made the sound. Yet it sounds amazing. Oh, imagine. I feel like someone's gonna have a big crash right in front of you at any point. It's kind of terrifying, but I love it. And the camera motion effect, it's a bit aggressive, but oh my God. Properly intense 1v1 action, highway outruns. This Sanis be boosted. There's the final marker. Oh man, the races look like they're going to be properly intense. So if you're into Yoshitoku, if you're into Nohezi, if you're into Japanese cars in general, that man flew through the services. Let's get it. Oh, come on, no collision, no crashing. There's the finish right there. Mate, you got... Oh, you got battered. Oh, it's intense watching. And it just stopped. It's a bit abrupt. But it's a camera. The racing looks properly intense. Now, I know the majority of you have seen pretty much everything from this game so far, but just to give you the idea, in case you haven't, or the refresher, customization in this game is wild. It's beautiful. You go around and purchase basically everything from dials to steering wheels, body kits, bumpers, performance parts. This tiny game is doing what we've been asking Forza and Need for Speed to do for a really long time, is Japan. And I think, to be honest, they're doing a pretty damn good job. And it gives these bigger companies a base to show them that, yeah, maybe it's a good idea to give this a go. And supporting smaller developers, no matter what. It's something I like to do. I think they basically are able to be more creative. There's less people involved. There's less publishers, big publishers saying, do this, do that, and don't do that. No, 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 no. So if you are excited, interested about this game, please do check out their channel and also their Patreon down below in the description. Over here at the Pants community, we support small games, especially when they do what we want. I want this game now. Please, please. I really hope the demo comes out this year. Are you excited? Let me know down in the comments your feedback. Excited? Nervous? Oh no. They answered a couple of the important questions, that they will be releasing this on Steam. The Steam page will go up when the demo goes up. And also that they plan to release it on consoles when the full release is stable. So yes, you'll be able to play it. We don't know about PS4, Xbox One. Obviously, again, it depends whether those are still relevant by the time that comes around. But there you go. That's everything you need to know. Now go support.